Thanks, asshole. Why do you have me here if you don't want to hear me speaking Russian? Like, I'm here to learn, especially from you guys. Government chick. It's very nice. Fair enough, fair enough. Alright, well, would you mind showing me to my room? It's been a long flight. Like, can I, rest? Da. But first, there are 4 rules we need to cover. Rule number 1. My daughter, my angel, my everything, Natasha. Don't touch her. Okay, that's very understandable. I'll keep my distance. Cool. Rule number 2. Hand in hand with last rule. Your filthy capitalist dick stays in your pants, except for the bathroom. Okay, I don't want that shit flying out like stuff. Okay, cool, thanks. Rule number 3. I have thought of loophole. Natasha cannot go in bathroom. Your capitalist dick can't be out. Okay, rule number 4. Fuck you. It's a rule. And that's kind of what I imagine it being like, because I have all these negative stereotypes in my head. Yeah, so that's been, one thing on the news that's been bothering me lately. Yes, we're still talking about the news. And another thing in the news was this whole Scottish vote for independence thing. And I watched okay, so for those of you who don't know, Scotland had the chance to vote to break from Great Britain, and they voted no. And then I was also recently asked by someone like, Christian, what would you do if you had a time machine? All right, here's my idea. We take a current Scottish politician back to the time of William Wallace, aka Braveheart. For those of you who don't know, William Wallace led a bunch of people to fight for country and all that stuff, and they died trying to get the English, who were acting kind of like Putin's Russians, out. Okay, great. So here's kind of how I figure the conversation will go. We get the 2 Scots lined up, they're probably like getting ready to have some huge battle. I'm like, hey, William, get over here. Alright, and he comes over, I'm like, William, I'd like you to meet McKinley, I don't know, whatever. McKinley William, he's a Scottish politician, you're a Scottish freedom fighter, go. Brigadoon, you're from the future, are ya? Aye, I am. It's a pleasure to meet you, brother. Likewise. Alright, I gotta go kick some English arse, but real quick, tell me how's the future? It's pretty great. Alright, how's Scotland? Did we win our independence? Funny thing about that. No. What the bloody fuck are you talking about? Why didn't we win our independence? Why am I out here dying? Well, I'm not dying. Those guys, they're dying. Well, financial security, primarily. It turned out, being with Great Britain, made our wallets a lot fatter. Fat as my mother. That's very disrespectful. And you can't just go trading my land's independence for money like it's some cheap whore on the streets of London. Actually, we can for a really good price. And that's how I picture the conversation going. I just think that kind of be hilarious. To finish up here, I was recently asked a question kind of in line with the whole time machine thing, where someone said, Christian, what would you do if you had a superpower? I was like, bitch, I'd fly. That'd be amazing. And then, the question got passed through this circle, and someone else said teleportation, and I was like, okay. Now, I thought flying was a good idea, but breaking out the props for this one. But maybe this teleportation thing has some advantages. See, I'm still not far removed from the 17-year-old male, all right? That sick, twisted psyche is still there, all right? Just teeming with horniness. And so this is what came to my mind. At the University of Utah, there are a disgusting amount of people enrolled in general chemistry classes. They're probably going to start needing to hold those classes in Rice-Eccles Stadium, and they'll have like a sports announcer being like, the electron's going for it, he's going down the field towards a proton, or whatever. And what I'm thinking is if I had the power of teleportation, I could go to one of these giant auditoriums. I'm not an idiot. I would wear a ski mask so I could get away with this. And no one would recognize me. You know it's going somewhere good. And how do I put this politely? I don't. I would start watching porn and teleport around the classroom. In this giant auditorium room, there'd be like the kid who's kind of off by his own, you know, he's like been looking at this girl, he wants to get the confidence to start talking to her and whatnot, and I just pop next to him. And he thinks he's like schizophrenic or something, you know, he's like, did anyone else? Oh my god! And you know, he thinks he's going crazy, but then, no. I'm gonna get the whole class with this one. I mean, my next destination might as well be right up by the professor, right? He's just up there, like, all right, and with the charge gets, and I just for like a half a second, right next to the professor, okay, and then I shoot over towards the exits, and people are like, what? Oh, he's over there now. Oh my god! Like, where'd he go? And then all of a sudden, this is gonna be the best part. Then I land myself on like a group of like the 3 cutest girls in the class, and just like. And just teleport somewhere else. And so I think that's what I would do if I could have any superpower. Thanks for listening to me and my disgusting rant. And have a good night.